Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this video. This is going to be the last part of my three-part series, the Oil Diaries. If you haven't watched the first two videos, be sure to go watch those because I think that they're really important and I think they're pretty informative. These videos are mainly for girls that have oily skin or, combination oily skin, or just for people that are looking for good long wearing products. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is going to be all like other types of makeup products that I've heard a lot of people complaining about, long wearing capabilities and all that stuff. So anyway, I've got three different categories. I've got face, eyes, and lips. So I don't make this video too long, I'm going to go ahead and get started. First category is face. One of the biggest complaints that I've heard about with face products in general is concealer. I've been on YouTube making videos, it'll be 2 years in December, and I've heard a lot of people complain about concealer since I've been watching beauty videos about their staying power, that they fade really quickly. I personally have never had that problem because I try to pick concealers that either have a long wearing label on them, or they're known for being long wearing or waterproof. So I figured I would give you a couple of little tips and some products that I recommend. And I've got these two concealers. This is a high-end one. This is kind of more drugstore. My drugstore one is actually a cream concealer. This is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer. And this concealer is supposed to be, I guess, kind of comparable to like Makeup Forever's concealer, the Amazing Cosmetics concealer, and the Kat Von D concealer. You can cover up tattoos with this. I don't have any, so I haven't been able to test that theory. But this is really a good concealer for people that have really, really bad red spots or big, huge blemishes. Really, they need a lot of coverage for some serious redness or things like that. I wouldn't really recommend this for under the eyes because it is such a thick pigmented formula. You have to have a really, really small amount to cover the under eye area, or else it could cake and get in the creases underneath your eyes and it just looks awful. But for really hardcore redness and stuff like that, I really recommend this concealer. So it's a good one. And then for my high end, I've got the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. It looks like that. This one I think is a lot better for the under eye area because it is a bit of a thinner formula. It's an actual liquid type concealer. And you can see it's got a doe foot applicator to it. So this concealer, and like all of my Estee Lauder Double Wear products, I've never had a problem with the staying power with this. It stays amazingly well. I know I keep saying stay, but it really does. It's absolutely amazing. So I really recommend this product. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to use this because this one is darker than my skin tone. So anyway, that is concealers. The next thing that I hear a lot of complaints about is blush products, like your powder blushes, maybe your powder bronzers. People have a problem with them fading throughout the day, and during the summer it happens because the humidity's high, it's hot, you're going on vacation to the beach, different things, different environmental factors. But one thing I would recommend is a cream type blush, and this is the NARS Multiple in G-Spot. It's just a really pretty rosy color with a little bit of gold shimmer to it. What I do with this is I'll put like 2 stripes down the side of my face or wherever I want to apply my blush. Then I take my beauty blender and just blend it all out. But I put the foundation on, then the blush. then I powder over that, because sometimes I've noticed that when you apply a cream product over a powder product, it tends to look a little cakey. But I think that this blush actually looks a lot more natural than pretty much all of my powder blushes. I don't know why, but I guess it just emulsifies in your skin so well. It just looks a lot more natural, like you have that naturally flushed look to you. So I think this is a really good product. I haven't really tried any other cream blushes, but I probably will in the future. I'd really like to try a cream bronzer to see how that would work. But I could also say that I've heard a lot of good things about cheek stains as well, and they kind of work the same way, except a cheek stain is more like a liquid form, where this is a cream form. Okay. Now, since we're done with face products, we can move to the eyes. I've got several things for eye products, because eye products I tend to have a problem with my oily skin. I have really oily eyelids, so eyeliners and eyeshadows tend to crease on me, and I've also had problems with mascara, so I'm going to make a few suggestions out of all those categories. The first thing I would recommend is to get a good eye primer, and this is going to help with the pigmentation of your eyeshadows, to keep your liners from smudging, to keep your under eye concealer from creasing. They're just a really good product. I use these year round. This is one that I have. It is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Another really overly hyped one is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've never personally used it, but I really love the Tarte Lifted Eye Primer, and I have a little mini of it that is in the Tarte for True Blood palette that came out last year. So once I run out of this one, I'm definitely going to get the Tarte one, because I really like it a lot better than this one. But this one still works really well too, but I just think the Tarte one lasts a little longer. So eye primer, definitely. If you have oily eyelids, even some girls with normal or combination or dry skin can have oily eyelids. It's not just exclusively for girls with oily skin in general. So I would really recommend using an eye primer. The next category is eyeshadows, and this is more geared towards if you're going to go to the beach or if you're in really high humidity. I would really recommend getting a cream eyeshadow. And I've got 3 of them. These are, once again, Estee Lauder Double Wear. These are the Stay in Place Shadow Creams. And I've got 3 colors in them. I've got Golden Sands, Mochaccino, and it's kind of hard to see that one, but that one is Ivory Lace. And one thing I've really noticed about these is they have amazing staying power. They are pigmented on their own. With a shadow over them, they look absolutely beautiful. It just really enhances the color of the shadow. But one thing that I've had a problem with is the application of them. I use my fingers to apply these products, and you pretty much have to make sure that you don't make a mistake, because once they are dry, they are set and there is no budging them, which is a good thing, but during the application process it can kind of be a bad thing. So anyway, these are really good. And they are the same size as a MAC paint pot, but I've heard from some gurus that the Estee Lauder ones are actually better than the MAC ones as far as staying power goes. Don't really know that for sure, but I would expect that's probably true. The next thing, and the biggest problem that I have, is you can kind of look in the corner of my eye and see where my liner has smudged. And what I've got in my waterline right now is actually the Urban Decay 24/7 eye pencil. Yeah, another really overly hyped product, but it just does not last that well for me. I've had my eyeliner on for maybe an hour, and I'm noticing a lot of smudging underneath my eyes. One thing that I will say is I have been using this gel liner from Estee Lauder. It is the Double Wear Stay in Place Gel Eyeliner in Stay Onyx, which is the black one. I would really recommend using a gel liner in the waterline because it lasts so much longer. And the way that I apply this to the waterline is I use this little flat liner brush. And this is just a little cheap one from Walgreens. It's from the little Soho brand, but I really like this brush. It's really nice. So I just dip it in the liner, then gently pull down the lid, and then just pat it in there. Then once I'm done patting it in there, and I put it on the top too, so it's not hard to apply it with this. But after I get done applying the gel liner, I'll go back in with a black, just a regular matte black shadow like this one. That's Blackout from Urban Decay. This is in the Naked 2 palette. Oops, I'm dropping everything. Anyway, I go back and I press that shadow right where I applied the gel liner, and it lasts so much longer. So if you have a problem with your liner smudging in your waterline, I really recommend trying a gel liner in there. And I just bought the Estee Lauder one because like I said, I really believe in their products. I've used a lot of the Double Wear line and I've never had a bad experience out of any of them. But there are good drugstore, cheaper gel liners out there, so you don't just have to get this one. I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to give you an example of something that I really like. Anyway, as far as pencils go, there's only one pencil that I've really fallen in love with, and it is the Tarte Emphasize eyeliner, and I got this out of the True Blood palette as well. This one is like a gel liner in pencil form, so it's going to be a little easier to apply than a gel if you've never used a gel. I would not recommend using this in the waterline though, because I did try it one time and this pencil is really, really soft, so you have to kind of go light-handed whenever you're applying this. But when I put it in my waterline, it all just like smeared into my tear duct and in my eyes, so I would not recommend using this pencil in the waterline. But I do use this if you're kind of unsure about using liquid liners or gel liners to create a winged eyeliner effect. I would recommend using this for beginners and then using it with a angled eyeliner like brush. Or you can use one of the little pointed ones, and this takes a little bit to set, so you've got some time to work with it, and it looks really, really nice. And this pencil is amazingly pigmented, so you get deep jet black upon first application, and then you can smudge it out, and once it's dry it sets and it doesn't budge as well. For liquid liners, I really prefer the felt tip liners, like the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. And then I've also got the Maybelline Master Precise Eyeliner too. And I've got a review on these two where I kind of compare both of them. But I really prefer the Stila one because it has waterproof in the name, and I don't really have to use a primer when I use this, and it won't smudge or crease on me. But one thing I really prefer these types over other liquid liners is the felt tip applicator. And this one has a really fine point to it as well. I tried using the Lorac Front of the Line Pro, and it's got more of a brush tip to it. And it's a little flimsy, but these felt tip ones like this, they are a little bit stiffer, so it makes it a little easier to do a winged liner and stuff like that. But nonetheless, one thing I don't like about these is they don't last you a very long time. So you've got to be like, you know, kind of use it sparingly to get any kind of longevity out of the product. The final thing in the eye category is mascara, and once again I've got a high-end and a drugstore. These are my two favorite all-time mascaras. This is the Chanel Inimitable Intense Waterproof, and I figured out I have to wear waterproof mascara because other mascaras, regular mascaras, they tend to flake and smudge on me. So I've really grown partial to waterproof mascaras. And I really like this one because it's got rubber bristles to it. And I've always loved rubber bristle brushes, but it's hard for me to find one that I really like. I tried the Lash Blast one, but I hated it because the brush is so big. This one is more of a normal size brush head, but the rubber bristles create the really nice separation that I like. So this is more of my daytime mascara, whereas this one here is my nighttime mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Waterproof. And this one's got a really nice natural bristle brush to it. It's, you know, not too big, not too small. It's pretty much your normal size, but this one for a natural bristle brush creates really nice separation, but it also volumizes very, very well, and it just is jet black. So I use this one when I'm creating a really dark smoky eye, or if I'm going out at night, something like that. I'm probably going to use this one. Okay, I've heard a lot of people complaining about lip products, how they fade and everything. Me personally, when I apply a lipstick, it pretty much stains my lips, so I really don't have a problem with lip products, but I wanted to kind of give y'all a couple of options here for, you know, maintaining long wearing lip color. And the first one is to get a lip stain. And these are two of the chubby pencils. This one is the Clinique Chubby Stick, and the color is Fuller Fig. And then this one is the new Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain, and this color is Precious. So I really like these. I like this one a lot better than the Clinique one because this one is a really sheer color, but some people like sheer colors. But I like this one a lot more because they're a lot more pigmented. You get that really cool minty feeling, and it actually stains your lips. I've got the red one too. I believe that color, it's not like the cherry red color. Well, it is the cherry red color. It's the darker red color and not the orangey red color. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Adore, maybe. Pretty sure it's Adore. But I've been wearing that lip pencil so much. And one thing I love about these chubby lip pencils like this is that even after the moisture feeling is gone, you've still got the color. So it really stains your lips. And even whenever your moisture is gone, you could just apply a lip balm over that to get the moisture back, or you could apply this again. Another really good one that I haven't tried is the Tarte Natural Lip Stains. They've got like 3 different finishes for them now. They've got a matte, regular lip tint, and then a shimmery one. But I'm definitely going to try those sometime. The last tip that I've got, and one that I use quite a bit, is using a lip liner as your lip color. You can line your lips with this and then fill them in and then apply a gloss over it, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. This is the Avon lip liner, Ultra Luxury Lip Liner in Deep Plum, and it looks like that. And I've just applied that all over the lips and then put this Wet Slicks from CoverGirl in Peaches and Gleam over it. You can use whatever lip gloss you want. But I found that using a lip liner first and then applying gloss over it gives the best staying power of any type of lip products or anything like that I've ever tried. So these are also cheap, and you can get a ton of colors, and you can mix and match different ones to create the shade that you want. So they're really customizable, and it can be a really inexpensive option for you for nice, beautiful lips. So that is all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this series and for staying with me. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe down below, or subscribe up above, comment down below. Anyway, I should be having some more videos coming up soon, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.